Hi Team Velocity, congratulations on winning India Today League Valorant Cup. We wanted to ask you several questions regarding your journey so far and the steps beyond. The first question is, before we dive into the tournament related questions, Manoj, could you share your thoughts on the team representing India in the upcoming PvP tournament in Singapore?
First of all, I would like to thank India Today Gaming for giving us this wonderful opportunity. The players practice day in and day out, but the only way a player can get recognition is through you guys if you host such tournaments and give us a platform where we can show our skills. And secondly, being the owner of this team, I am very proud of this achievement. These players have been practicing 4 5 hours a day, and they also stream. Everybody has their own commitments, but the commitment that they have shown towards this game has been phenomenal. And we have seen some huge responses for this game, courtesy of many things that are happening right now. Let it be the pandemic, let it be the PUBG ban, let it be anything. So the decision of we, tying up together with these bunch of people, it's been phenomenal for us. So it's a very happy moment for me. You cannot put this thing in words.
Moving to the next question around the PvP tournament. Could you share some insights about how you're planning to step up your game? Obviously, you're the best in India right now, but what are you planning for PvP tournament and what challenges do you expect in the upcoming tournament?
Once we knew that we have seen obviously the social media posts that India Today has left us before the finals, that winners are going to get to this tournament which is happening in Singapore, and that has really pumped up the expectations. We have, from that day onwards, we decided that yes, our aim is not just to win this but to win that event, which is a tough task to climb as of now. But after the event, immediately we had a Discord call, and after the congratulations were done, the first thing that we focused was how do we get on to the task of winning the PvP event, because all along we have been playing several tournaments, but all against India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, participants in and around the subcontinent area. So we have never actually faced, face off against those pro teams that are coming over there. We might scrim here and there, but it's not like a proper match setup where everyone comes in all guns blazing. So the first step towards that is the entire month of October is what we have taken up just for the practice. We are not going to participate in any of the tournaments other than the ones that are registered. So the entire month of October is dedicated only for practice, trying to understand what our flaws are. The first thing I told my team is to just go back and review each and every video, each and every game that you have played, and you have come very close to victory, but you have not won it. Like, you don't have to look at matches that were 13-5, 13-6, but when you are winning in overtime, when you have dropped a map, it might be against anyone. So that is what I've told my team. Just look at those videos first, try to analyze what mistakes have happened and how we can correct them. And then it comes to the individual skill as well. As a player, you have to give in a lot of time to practice and understand what was my role in that mistake, or what was something that I have done right which I can replicate again. So it's like an individual learning process which combines to make a team effort. So going ahead to the PvP tournament, that is what we are looking at. We'll spend the entire month of October, completely revamping what we have done. A lot of changes are also happening with regards to the game, because the game is brand new and a lot of updates are coming in. So we need to adapt to the updates and be prepared for the update that is coming in December. So not just now, but we have to be prepared about 2 months down the line. So this is like the routine that we have discussed that we're going to do right now.
Cool. So now moving back to India Today League Valorant Cup, you won the final with somewhat easy looking situation over your opponents. How did you prepare for the finals?
We had a couple of close calls leading into the final, I would say. So let it be a match against Global Esports during round 5, which we have won in overtime, or be the match that we have played against, Invictus, or we have played against Noble Esports. So through that journey, it was like a learning curve for us. So by the time we reached finals, we have passed several hurdles where it was a wake up call. Like, people are starting to read how Velocity Gaming is playing. They have understood what are the chinks in our armor. So coming up to the final, we've decided a day before that we have to change up everything, because people now understand exactly what's happening with us, what is that we are doing inside the game. Because as I said, it's a relatively new game, so the experience factor doesn't matter here, because everyone's been playing from the day one. So you have to be the cut above the rest to show the difference. So one day before the tournament, this is what we have decided, and the results are shown. So if you look at our gameplay leading up to the finals, and if you just see the finals, it was a complete different team. Although we have not changed the characters and all, but the positioning and the tactics that we used to execute around was completely different. So that made all the difference. Not to say that Vilnius is a weak team and all; they're pretty strong, and we have played against them and had some close matches. But the change in tactics, showed us the difference.
Excali, you were the top performer in the first round with 18 frags. So, what was going on your head during the first round?
Back in my mind, I knew like we were gonna win. So I was just keeping on performing. I was listening to my IGL, what he has to say, like in-game stats and everything. I was just listening to him, and I focused on my crosshair, and that's it.
Anything that you could probably add, like moving ahead to the second round, because situation came quite close in the second round for you, like for the team.
We had some communication flaws in the second map. We fixed it earlier, so the game should be closed on much earlier.
So, talking about the second map, competition was quite close with 13 to 8 win.
Yeah.
So, what was the team talking about given the first map win?
When we won the first map, it was pretty convenient for us. And as soon as we went into the second map, we had a strategy how to play against these guys. But what we changed in the game for these guys was going wrong with us. So we came to the decision that the way we play our natural game, we'll focus on that, and we switched the things to the previous style. And as soon as we switched it to previous style, we were easily countering them and easily beating them, because that is a comfortable style that we play in. So that's changed in the second round, but the map score was closer than the first map. It was 13-8 or 13-7, I suppose. It was because of the things we were trying. But as soon as we got to know them, how they are playing, it was like easier for us.
Right to is Hugh performed in an impressive manner, like carrying on in the middle half of the second map. Beyond Sova, what agents do you like playing with?
So I usually play Sova on Bind, Haven, and Ascent. And on Split, I think Sova is not that impactful as an agent. I think other agents are more impactful. So right now in our team for the Split map, Excali plays Raze, Antis playing Jet. So I need to play a smoke agent. So I'm preferring Omen right now. So Omen and Sova, you can say, are my main agents right now for the team. But if they need me to play any agents, I'm comfortable with any agents other than Cypher.
Moving towards the end of the match, we saw the team push back again and win by 13 by 2-3 on the final map. What was the strategy entering this third map? Did you plan on simply just finishing off on the third, or like did you think about it could go beyond the third map? And I guess this question is directed to Antidote. You became the top fragger with 22 frags with your Jet agent. What other duelist do you like playing with?
As Amaterasu said before, that we just went back to our basic and we just played our game. And the next thing is that I'm not the duelist of the team, I'm the sniper of the team. And right now the meta is like the Jet sniper meta is going on. That's why I'm playing the Jet. Other than that, I used to play Sage and all those characters which I can snipe with, the meta. So yeah, I'm not a duelist, but if you say I love Phoenix, I mean, I like to play Phoenix.
The next question is directed to Vibhor. The team has won 6 tournaments in a row, if I'm not wrong, in a very short time. What goes in ensuring such a consistency?
I think what goes into bringing such consistency is that uh, we we always keep on practicing. We never stop. Even if we are winning tournaments, we are not like we are the best right now, so we don't have to do anything. We keep on grinding. We keep on working hard to maintain that number one spot, and that's why we have been able to bring that consistency into our team.
This question is open to anyone. What impact do you foresee the Indian servers for Valorant will be up at the end of the year?
A lot of people keep asking me on my live stream, like, when are the servers coming? When are the servers coming? So, in technical terms, I know this game has to be played in less than, you can say, 35 ms, which Riot has themselves said ki they want everyone to enjoy the low ping as much as possible compared to CS:GO. So if the Indian servers come, most of the you can say routing Indian routing to Singapore servers is quite bad. Only certain cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad they have, and Chennai also, they have good routing like 60 ms to 35 40 ms, so it's playable for them. But if you consider India as a whole, there is North India, there is even like Kolkata part, they have very bad routing to Singapore servers like 100 ms, 120 ms packet losses, and that's not playable. The experience is quite bad. So if if the servers are coming soon, like as they have promised, like November or December or the end of the year, I think the overall experience for the South Asia region for like tournaments, or maybe like in general rank gameplay, would be very good if the average latency is less than 50 ms.
Cool. So I'll take a detour and probably talk about gaming as a whole. I'm pretty sure that most of you swear by SSDs when it comes to gaming, like your main rigs and stuff. So, for example, the WD Black, which powered the tournament. What would you ask aspiring gamers who still use traditional hard drives?
So basically, the difference between an SSD and hard disk is SSD, when you put like your games or Windows, it's much faster. So with the boot times, the game launch time, and everything, it's much faster. So I'm giving one example, as if there is a power cut, you can say you have to switch off your PC and you have to come back in 5 minutes and the power is back. But if you're using a traditional hard disk like the 1 TB or the storage ones, it will take 5 minutes to boot up, more 5 minutes to load the applications, and then more 5 minutes to join the game. But if you're using SSD, any SSD like WD Black or any SSD, the boot times will be like 60 seconds to 30 seconds. The launch time will be 10 to 20 seconds, and you can join faster. So SSD is quite necessity right now in professional gaming. Also, your PC should be fast enough.
Sure. So finally, most of you started with CS 6.1 or CSGO at the beginning of your esports career. What do you think makes Valorant interesting, or it give it some kind of edge when compared to CS:GO?
In 1.6 and CSGO, the difference was everybody had a specific amount of utilities with them. And over here, with the change of every character or a new character in your team, it changes completely. So it's like the game can't be the same you play for the first time. It will be different for the second time, and it will be different for the third time. And it will keep on changing as soon as one character also changes in the game. So every five of us needs to be on their like best to read the game, and to even like you cannot like play the game the way you will play in the scrims. It will keep on changing. So that's meta, that like I become very addicted to this kind of a feeling where you have to use your brain all the time, and everybody needs to do that, and you cannot do that in CS and CSGO. It's kind of predictable, but Valorant is completely unpredictable. That's the main difference.
Could anyone else add in their perspective to this?
Yeah, so being a player from CS 1.6, the major difference that I see with this game is the kind of, let's say, the skill ceiling. Like every game has a certain skill ceiling. So you reach the highest skill and then there's nothing more much to do over there. So that is what stops most of the people to get to that game. So you feel at a certain point that this game is unamountable. Like it's very hard to cross a certain level. It's not about the rank that you're in, it's not about the elo that you're in, but the feel of the game when you're playing it, you get stuck at a point. So that is the usual problem what all players face in CSGO, because it's a game that you can learn every day. A player who might be playing for last 20 years, but he still has something new to learn today, because there might be a different smoke lineup, there might be a different plant position. So that is something which is not there in Valorant. Valorant has a pretty normal, I would not say low skill ceiling, but a normal skill ceiling, which makes players, more like he might make a mistake, but he knows exactly what is to be done next. In CSGO, it's a very hard learning curve. You make a mistake and you want to overcome that, you have to change multiple things to come to that point. In Valorant, that is not there, which is why we see a mass adoption rate for this game. Like players who have not played the game, not a single FPS game, forget Counter-Strike, any FPS game, are very comfortable playing Valorant, and also performing better in Valorant.
Thanks, team, for sharing your thoughts about the tournament and the journey forward. And we wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you,
Thank
Rian, for
you.
hosting us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.